Your brain isn't supposed to feel slow, scattered, or unclear, but for many people, that has become the default. You wake up, start your day, and within a few hours something feels off. You're not exactly tired, but you're not sharp either. Thoughts don't connect as easily. Simple tasks take longer. You reread the same sentence more than once. That persistent lack of clarity is what most people call brain fog. And when it happens every day, it starts to feel normal. But it's not. Brain fog is not a single problem. It's a pattern, a signal that something in your daily routine, environment, or mental state is interfering with how your brain processes information. To understand why it keeps happening, you have to look at how your brain is being used throughout the day. One of the most common causes is constant input. Your brain is exposed to more information than ever before. Notifications, messages, short videos, emails, news, background noise. Even when you're not actively working, your brain is still processing something. At first, this doesn't seem like an issue, but over time, it creates overload. Your brain shifts into a reactive mode. Instead of focusing deeply on one thing, it starts scanning for the next piece of input. That shift reduces your ability to stay mentally clear. Another factor is fragmented attention. When you switch between tasks too often, your brain never fully settles into one activity. Each switch has a small cost. It takes time for your brain to reorient, even if you don't notice it. Multiply that by dozens of interruptions per day, and your mental energy gets spread thin. That's when you start to feel scattered. There's also the role of mental fatigue. Your brain uses energy to think, process, and make decisions. When you don't give it enough time to recover, performance drops. Not suddenly, but gradually. You may still be able to function, but not at your usual level. This is why brain fog often builds throughout the day. It's not just about what you're doing in the moment, it's the accumulation of everything that came before. Stress plays a major role as well. When your brain is under continuous low-level stress, it prioritizes speed over depth. This is useful in urgent situations, but when it becomes constant, it limits your ability to think clearly. You react more and reflect less. Over time, that reduces clarity. Sleep quality is another key factor. It's not just about how many hours you sleep, but how well your brain resets during that time. Poor sleep leaves behind residual fatigue. You wake up, but your brain hasn't fully recovered. That's when brain fog starts early and stays with you. But there's one layer that most people don't consider. Your brain operates through patterns of activity. These patterns influence how you think, how you focus, and how clearly you process information. Some patterns are associated with rest, others with alertness, and some are linked to high-level cognitive function states where thinking feels smooth and connected. When your brain spends less time in those optimal states, clarity becomes harder to maintain. This doesn't mean your brain is damaged. It means it's not being guided into the conditions it needs to perform well. And in a modern environment filled with constant stimulation, that's becoming more common. So what can you actually do about it? First, reduce unnecessary input. You don't need to eliminate technology, but you do need to create boundaries. Periods of uninterrupted time allow your brain to stabilize. Even short blocks can make a difference. Second, simplify your focus. Instead of juggling multiple tasks, commit to one at a time. This reduces cognitive switching and helps your brain stay aligned with a single objective. Third, manage your energy. Pay attention to when your clarity is highest during the day. Use those periods for more demanding tasks. Save lighter activities for when your energy naturally dips. Fourth, improve recovery. Sleep is the foundation, but breaks during the day matter too. Stepping away from input, even briefly, allows your brain to reset. But here's the key insight. Brain fog is not just about what you remove. It's also about what you support. If your brain is not naturally entering clear, focused states, then reducing distractions alone may not be enough. You also need to help your brain access better patterns of activity. This is why some people explore methods like structured routines, mindfulness practices, or even sound-based approaches designed to promote more stable mental states. The idea is not to force clarity, but to make it easier for your brain to reach it. When that happens, thinking becomes smoother, focus lasts longer, and that heavy, foggy feeling starts to fade. Of course, this doesn't happen instantly, but with consistent changes, your brain begins to adapt. You start to notice small differences. Tasks feel lighter, Thoughts connect more easily. You don't have to push as hard to stay engaged. That's when clarity starts to return. In the end, brain fog is not something you have to accept as normal. It's a signal. And once you understand what's behind it, you can begin to change how your brain responds to your daily environment. If this gave you a clearer perspective, consider subscribing. This channel focuses on breaking down how your brain works in a practical and structured way. And if you want to explore a simple way to support mental clarity as part of your daily routine, there's a resource linked in the description. It's designed to fit into a short, consistent practice and may help you better understand how your brain responds when given the right conditions. Sometimes, improving clarity isn't about doing more. It's about creating the right environment for your brain to work the way it's supposed to.